Uh, okay, on this in this video, we are going to done this lab Kubernetes engine quick start. So I am highly recommend that go through this video so that you have some idea about what is Kubernetes engine is and what this is doing in the cloud. Okay, so go through the video and read all instructions so that you can understand what are you doing in this lab. Okay. I'm already done this lab many times and read all the instructions properly. So I'm going to do this lab um, too fast. So you have to highly recommend that read all instructions. Okay. So first of all, activate your cloud shell. Okay. And as usual, you have to verify your using gcloud auth command so that you can verify that which Gmail you are using and gcloud config list command so that you can list your project ID which are you are using in this lab. Okay. So auth list, authorize. This is good practice that you do this. Okay. So we are logged in and all the done all the setups until this point. Okay. So let's go with the task one. And in this task, we have to set our zone. So just copy and paste this command. And this command is doing that it is set your zone where you are creating your cluster. Okay. So this is the command to create your cluster. If you gone through help command in the last lab, uh, in that lab I am telling you that explore help command so that you can see what are the things you can done with the gcloud command. So this command is also mentioned there. So I'm just using this. Here is also mentioning that you have to replace your cluster name with your cluster ID. So for example, here is given is my cluster. Okay. So I'm just copying this. So this is I'm replacing here. Okay. So this command is creating one Kubernetes cluster in the zone which is predefined, that is US Central 1A. Okay. It takes some time to configure your cluster in the specific zone. So first of all, what is Kubernetes engine? As overview about this, I'm just telling that what are the things Kubernetes engine done for you in the cloud build. Okay. So Kubernetes is the orchestrating tool in the cloud. When we have lots of server, lots of application running on the cloud, so we have some central management system so that we can easily configure manage our resources in the cloud. So we have to use Kubernetes engine in that situation. Okay. Uh, in the majority, Kubernetes cluster is used in that DevOps field. Okay, so who are the developers who work in the cloud? So developers are using Kubernetes engine for their cloud implementations. Okay, so let's see our cluster is ready or not. It takes some time. Okay, so be patient. Let's see what are the tasks we have to done. So this all this this is the application hello app we are going to deploy in the cloud. Okay, takes some time. This is a very much interesting tool in the cloud. So if anyone is interested in the developers part or working as DevOps, so I'm highly recommend that explore Kubernetes. It is a very interesting concept or a very interesting tool in the cloud domain. So explore this. This is very much interesting. There are lots of video in the YouTube or Udemy, like Coursera, all this. So, okay, just a minute. I think this is quite. Okay, finally, name my cluster your central location. We have created one cluster. Okay, which is IP address. All these things are given in the console cloud cell. Okay, so we have completed one task one. Okay, let's move further. So this command is used for identify that what are the uh, authentication keys are or authenticated or not we are our. So replacing cluster name with my. Okay, in the cloud sense, this is a feature that when you select something, it is already copied. So you have to just paste. Okay, so we get credentials for this cluster. All these things are written in the guide, so you have to just follow step by step. So this is the app we are trying to deploy in our Kubernetes cluster. It may take some time to deploy. When you explore Kubernetes tool, you have this command, kubectl command, okay, which is mainly used for interacting with Kubernetes engine, and this is the basic command. Like in the cloud cell, we are using gcloud command in the majority. Same as in the Kubernetes engine, we have to use kubectl command. Okay, there are lots of features in this kubectl command. Okay, so as you can see that we have created one plus. We have deployed our hello app with the cluster. We have just created that. Okay, we have done task. So now we have to create one service so that we can interact with our app. So I'm just expose this. Okay. here is specify that what are the ports I'm using for that application. So we have got this, and let's see what are the service we are using with the Kubernetes engine. So I'm just here is one thing that is important to note that we have external IP. Okay, so be patient that and run get service command until you got your external IP address. It takes some time to assign you one external IP address. Like this here is mentioned that external IP. Okay, so when we get this type of output, then go ahead. Okay, so I'm again uh, running. Okay, this is external IP we get. Okay, okay, then move forward, and this is the URL we are using so that we can log in, we can interact with our app. Like someone is have one website, and how we can interact with that website? We just log in that www.something.com and hit in our browser so that we can interact. Same manner. Okay. Okay. I'm just changing this external IP address, the external IP, and here we go. Hello World version 1.1. This is the app we are created, and this is the required output. Okay, let's check my progress and return all these things. One last task is if we are not using that cluster, because in the lab it is free of cost, but if we are in the company, so it get paid for all these resources we are using. So it is a good practice that if some resource is not mm, being used, so delete it. Okay, and just copy, and what is the name? My cluster, I think. Okay, so here my cluster. So approve this. Yes, I want to delete it. So it takes some time to delete the cluster, and we move forward. It is very interesting tool. So explore this, the YouTube and other learning platforms, so you can understand better that what is cluster, what is kubectl command, all these things. Okay? I think this is the last task. Here is mentioned that when prompted, type yes. Okay. It takes some time to delete it. This is same as when we are wanted to host some website. So we have to use Kubernetes. And if someone wanted to go in the DevOps field, so it is necessary that you have to knowledge about Kubernetes. Here is we have completed all three tasks, and lastly delete the cluster. Okay. There are lots of documentation links are also given in the so if you are wanted to explore more or wanted to something more about that tool, so go with the documentation so that you can see lots of interesting stuffs you can do with these commands. Okay. So if I go with this documentation, let's see what lots of things about deleting a cluster, what is API we are using, and all these things. Okay, we are deleted our cluster. So let's check our progress that we have completed or not. Yes, we have completed all the tasks and we get all points, 100 points. Okay, so end this lab. Okay.